Hey y'all, good morning. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Good morning. It is now 57 degrees in here, which is amazing because when I first got up, it was 39 degrees in here. At least the first 2 hours I went to sleep, I know it was super warm because I turned this off and I didn't use my heater. I forgot to turn that on. By the time I woke up this morning, I was freezing. But I did still have this. So that's, I guess, why I didn't feel it as much. But when I woke up, I did not want to get out the bed. I don't even know what to do with this morning. I think I'm just going to do a straight back ponytail today. I'm tired. I really don't feel like doing too much to my hair today. But while I get ready, I decided we can do a Q&A. As y'all can see, I'm in my van and I am getting ready for work this morning. But I don't want to just bore y'all getting ready for work. So I'm just going to answer some of y'all questions that I've been seeing a lot in the comments this morning while I get ready for work. So starting off with my most asked question, why do I do van life? Simple answer, I just want to. I saw it online, I saw others doing it, and I've always wanted to try it, so I tried it, I liked it, and that's what I'm doing. Nothing big happened to make me do van life. I'm not homeless. I don't have to do van life if I don't want to. It's something that I want to do. And I know there are going to be some people in the comments like, why are you doing that? Some people are really homeless. And to those people, again, just to those people, I want to say, shut up. Y'all should just get to know me. I'm a Cancer, and I tell people to shut up a lot because some people need to hear that. I don't say it a lot, really, but like if you need to hear it, I'm going to tell you. But no, honestly, it's my life. It's what I want to do. I have no kids, no relationship, so why not? You know? I originally wanted to travel, but life just keeps lifing. Last year, I had the opportunity to travel, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of messed that up myself. I took too long, and by the time I wanted to go travel, my van had messed up and I had to use some of the money that I saved up to, fix it. So that was a problem. Then I got a job, saved up again, chilled out for a whole year. And then 3 weeks before I was supposed to quit my job and start traveling full time, my dog got very, very sick, near death, basically. And I had to take him to the vet, which was $1,000. Then the vet sent me to the vet ER. We had to stay in there overnight for 2 nights. So let's just say upwards of $10K gone. Okay. So now I don't have the cushion that I once had. So I don't like getting out on the road. What if something happens to the van? I'm not going to stress. So I'll just have to save up. And then when I get to where I'm comfortable, then I can try it again. But that's why I'm not traveling right now, because I know that question was next. Why aren't you traveling? Because I spent all my money saving my dog's life, and I have no regrets about it. And I know some people are going to be like, I would have let the dog go, and that might be funny for some people, but that's not funny for me personally. I just don't think that's funny. Like on one of my videos, I saw somebody say like, all dogs go to heaven. How do you treat your kids? Because that is my baby. That is my child. If I have the money to save you, that's what I'm going to do, regardless of what anyone else would do. So, yeah. Then I just answered another question that a lot of people ask. Are you single? Do you have kids? Single, no kids, don't want kids, and I want to stay single. Yes. And if you're asking why, if I'm being honest, I don't like people like that. Like, I don't like to be around a lot of people. I don't think there are a lot of good people left in the world, if I'm being honest. I don't. I think there's a lot of followers, a lot of sheep, and I feel like a lot of people are still asleep. There aren't many woke people. And then finding someone who doesn't already have children on top of that in their 30s. is a task in itself. And I'm just, yeah, I love myself. So I really don't need anyone else to love me like that. I got it. I got it. So yes, y'all, no kids, not looking, don't want to date. I do not want to date. So yeah. To the people who've been asking if you could take me on a date, no, I don't even know you. And no disrespect, I just think that's just a little weird. Because I don't know you, and you don't know me. You know? Like, you know what you see on here, but this is like an hour out of my day. You know what I mean? So just remember that before you get on there saying weird stuff. Like, you know, y'all know how people be in the comments. Anyway, moving on to another question. Why don't I have like an RV? Or like, okay, yes, moving on to my next question. A lot of people ask, why don't I just have an RV or a van I could stand up in? Well, I got this van because it was cheaper, and I didn't realize I would be in the van for this long. But I do like it. I do wish I could stand up, but it just costs too much to get another van right now, and this van hasn't broken down or anything, so I'm gonna keep staying in here because I put a lot of money into this. It may not look like it, but I did. Of course I would love to stand up, but a mobile RV costs a lot of money. It really does. And to get like another van that I could stand up in, I feel like it would just be taking a chunk out of my savings for nothing. I don't need it right now. You know what I mean? So if you're asking why I haven't gotten another van, because it costs money. Why haven't you gotten a new car? You know what I mean? It costs money. I know you lying. I know you're lying. I know you're lying. Okay, I have to keep my feet away from the fire. So I'm just chilling, right? My feet are not like directly in front of my Mr. Buddy, but they're kind of close. I look down. My shoe is smoking. I don't know if y'all can see right here. Right here started to smoke. They lucky I got these from Walmart. But we're gonna keep my feet away from the fire, because really. And if you're asking why do I have on shoes in here, because it's cold. Socks, shoes, all of that. And I'm getting ready for work. But yes, as soon as I did this to my hair, it's like, I'm just gonna do it the way it's been done, because a ponytail to the back is gonna take too much work. Way more work than if I were to just do a little twist on it. So a few more questions I get asked is, why don't I travel a lot? And it's because I was saving up. I didn't feel the need to travel a lot because I knew, like, you know, at this certain point I'm gonna quit and then I'm gonna travel full time. So I just wanted to save up a lot of money. And the more you travel, the more you spend, right? And I was not trying to spend any money. So that's why I wasn't traveling. And then, you know, the thing happened with my dog. Now I just don't have the money to travel. So I have to save back up for that. So just lifing. I did have a couple people ask, how is it living in a van? And again, it's going to depend on who you ask. I'm an introvert, so I love being by myself. So to me, this is peaceful. I was trying to become a minimalist, but that journey, I'm still working on that, y'all. Y'all know I buy too much, I cook too much, so I'm still working on that. But honestly, this is my little sanctuary. This is my peace. It really is. And I get it for everyone. Everyone is different. But for right now, I've had a house. I've had an apartment. I've lived with other people. And I like being here the most. This, or if I wanted an apartment, like living by myself. But yeah, I really do like this. It's getting a bit more difficult lately, you know, because laws have changed. And a lot of Walmarts don't let you sleep in their parking lot anymore. And that used to be like my favorite place to park, find a Walmart, you know? And it sucks. But yeah. So again, I would say, like, if you don't like to be alone that much, if you don't like tight spaces, but again, like, not everyone who does van life has a low top, you know. Some people have a high top, you can stand up and everything, have a shower, a restroom in it. So there are different types of vans, but really just depends on your personality if you would like van life, you know. But for me, I like it. I like being in here. I like being able to move locations if I want to, you know. Only thing that sucks is I really do want a restroom in my van next time. Right now, oh, that's another one. How do I use the restroom? How do I shower? I shower, either I will go to a friend's house or a family member's house, or I'll shower at the gym. I have a gym membership, so I'll do that. If not, then I have no problem taking like a little shower in here. It's kind of like a bird bath, but I'm way more thorough. You know what I mean? So I haven't shown y'all how I do it on camera. Maybe I will, but it's not that bad to take a bath in here or a shower in here. It's really not. It's a little unconventional, but I will show y'all next time how I do it. Then I have like a little urinal that I can use. But I stopped using that. I only use that twice because dumping my own pee is kind of gross, you know. So now I have like those bags, the little urine bags that you can pee in. You can zip it up and then just throw it away in the trash. I like those. I do have like a little portable toilet. I've only used that in here once in emergency when I could not make it to another restroom, but I would rather not do my business in here. So I do have a little toilet, comes with bags. The bags do hide the smell and everything pretty well, but I will hold it for dear God. Okay, I will hold it forever if I can. So yeah, I try not to, you know, go number 2 in here, but I only had to do that one time. It was like 3 in the morning. I was nowhere near a place that I could get to that was open in the nick of time, so I had to make it work. I had to use it, but it really wasn't that bad. It wasn't. What do friends and family think about my arrangement? Honestly, I don't know anymore. A couple years ago, they were like, looking at me funny about it, but now I'm not gonna lie, I don't really talk to my family. Don't have many friends like that. And I don't have many friends either. Like, it's really just me now. You know what I mean? Not to say that I won't make friends, but as of right now, I'm just kind of going solo dolo, just me by myself. Haven't really come across any authentic people in person. Like, I met a lot of y'all online who seem so amazing, but in person, no, haven't really met that many people. So as of right now, I have no idea what my family thinks, and I really just don't care, you know. I do not like the way this looks this morning, but I'm just gonna look a mess today, and I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. I am tired, probably because of the weather, you know what I mean. How long do I think I'm gonna do this? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I do want to get an RV eventually and park it so I always have a place to come back to, you know, so I have like a home base. I really do want that. But lately I haven't found any RVs that are the right price that I want. If I find one that's a really good price, it doesn't have all the features that I want, so I'll just wait and save my money until I find exactly what I want, you know. Would I recommend van life? I mean, I'd recommend that you try it. I'd say before you jump into van life, I would recommend like renting a car or a van or SUV, something that you're comfortable with, and taking a trip before you did it. That's what I did before I did van life. I took a cross-country trip. Well, it's not really cross-country, but I took a trip from Texas to California pretty long drive. It was pretty fun though. After taking that trip, I was kind of like, yeah, this is something I would really, really love to do. I just never got the opportunity to get on the road and go super far yet, you know what I mean? Or not on camera. Taking a couple trips by myself without filming, but I haven't really taken them on camera. Okay, I had another question that was like, what are the challenges? Of course, finding somewhere to sleep. That is a big challenge. Also, again, if you have like a low top like me, you don't have a restroom and everything, that can be challenging. Cooking in here, making sure there's no propane leaks or anything like that. That is like a job in itself. Of course, I have a carbon monoxide detector, so that helps. But the last time my propane was leaking, it didn't go off, which was crazy. So I think I need to buy another one. The batteries were good in it. I'm just not sure exactly what happened with it. It didn't go off at all. And I know the smell of propane, you know? One of the most important features I would say is like having a power bank. You need some source, or you need some type of power bank. If you have a solar setup, that would be great, but I do understand like the weather is kind of wonky sometimes, and if you don't have it hooked up to your alternator, then you know you don't have power. So I would always suggest having backups. I have 3 backups just in case, like if I can't use my solar system, I still have power some type of way. Okay, and one of the last questions I had from my comments, I had somebody put this, I think, a couple times. Why don't I rent an RV and do like a weekend like that and film it for y'all? And I'm just going to be 100% honest with y'all, because that costs money. A lot of people will recommend stuff in the comments not understanding how much it costs. Like, oh, you should get an RV that, you know, you can drive in. That costs a lot of money. You should get a new van that you can, you know, stand up in. Costs a lot of money. You should add a high top to your van. That would cost like $7,000 just to add one on here. You could buy a new van for that just about, you know what I mean? So I don't want to do that because it costs money, and right now I'm just saving my money. And I know that's like a boring answer, but it's just the realest answer I can give y'all. I don't do a lot of stuff because I'm just saving. And think about it like this. Had I not taken the time to save up and be boring last year, I wouldn't have had the money to save my dog's life this year. So I think I did the right thing. Like, even if it doesn't make sense to other people, even if it's boring for other people. I've had a few people leave the channel because I'm not traveling, and I get it. But right now, my van life is just me living life, and I happen to live in a van. You know what I mean? It's not like on the road traveling as of yet. Still trying to get there, but again, life just life sometimes, and you just can't change that, you know? But I'm actually about to finish getting ready for work. I want to thank y'all so much for chilling with me this morning. If y'all have any more questions, go ahead and drop it in the comments. This was just a quick Q&A. So I will do another one before the end of the year to kind of wrap up the year for any new people who come. Again, I hope y'all have such an amazing day, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.